What's going on, guys? Rob from QuicksGeek, and in today's video I'm going to give you 3 ways I guarantee you are losing money with Google Ads and how to avoid them. Alright, so the number one way, reason number one that you are most definitely losing money on Google Ads, and I cannot stress this enough because we see this almost every single day when we do audits on people's accounts and campaigns and stuff like that, is conversion tracking is not set up properly. Alright, so if you go into your Google Ads account, you come up to the wrench icon, tools and settings, go to conversions. It's going to take you into all of your conversion actions. We're inside of a client's account right now. So it's going to go into all of the different conversion actions they have set up. But the main ones you need to be tracking are contact form leads. Right now, how this works, if you go into a contact form conversion action, you're going to have a global site tag that has to go on the header of your landing page, of your website, and on the thank you page. Alright, and this is now Google's firing these off of a thank you page URL. And if you don't know how to set up conversion actions in Google Ads, go to the QuicksGeek channel, check out the playlist conversion, how to set up conversion actions or conversion actions. Just search that and you'll see it. It's a whole playlist, and I walk through how each one works and how to set up each one. So the main thing we see is nobody has these set up correctly. They have them set up wrong, where if traffic clicks come to a website or a page on their that they're running in their Google Ads campaigns, then that's firing as a lead. So it's not set up correctly. You have to make sure that your contact form submissions are only firing as a lead after someone fills out a form and is redirected to a thank you page. And that thank you page URL is what will fire to Google as, okay, this is now a lead. So number one under conversion actions is contact forms. Number two is phone calls from the landing page. Right? So you have to be able to track if someone clicks through your ad, comes to your landing page, and calls one of the tracking numbers that they see on the page. Again, if you don't know how to set that up, go to the playlist on the QuicksGeek channel for conversion actions, and you can watch me show you how to set them up. You have to be tracking phone calls that are called from your landing page. Otherwise, all of your stats are going to be way off, and you won't even know if your campaign is profitable or not, or where these calls are coming from, which is obviously a huge problem. And then the final one that we track is the main three is contact forms, calls from the landing page, and call extensions. Right? So all a call extension is a trackable phone number that we set directly in our ads for each client. Now when someone clicks to call this number, it fires as a phone call. You can see here they've gotten 60 phone calls in the last 30 days. This is very easy to set up as well. Go to the QuicksGeek YouTube channel and watch me show you how to set it up. These just with these 3 conversion actions alone, you are going to save a ton of money. Okay? I mean, there's also other ones you can set up for if you have a chat box and you want to track chats. You can set all that stuff up too. There's a lot of cool stuff you can do, but the main 3, these are the biggest holes in your boat that's sinking with Google Ads, is not tracking contact forms correctly, not tracking phone calls that come from the landing page, and not tracking call extensions or even having call extensions set up. Believe it or not, a lot of people don't even use it, which is insanity to me because look at the freaking lead volume here. It's these two combined. So that's what this guy would be missing out on if he didn't have this set up. So keep that in mind when you guys are setting up your campaigns. And let's go into reason number 2. Reason number 2, that is the wrong type of keywords and the wrong type of keyword match types. They go hand in hand, so I combine them into one reason. So if we go into our junk removal campaign, we'll have our ad groups and then we'll have our keywords. So first off, I should probably touch on what do I mean by the wrong type of keywords. So as an example, this is a junk removal client. They have a junk truck. People have to clean out their basements or their garages, or they're moving and they want to throw stuff out. They call a junk removal company that comes with their truck, and they pay per load to take all this stuff to the junkyard and dispose of it and get rid of it. So an obviously bad intent keyword would be something about like city trash pickup. anything like that, or what days does my trash get picked up, that can easily be construed in keywords as something that this guy might want to go over. Obviously, that's what's called a low intent keyword. It's not really relevant to what the client does, but it's in the same niche. So this guy should all of his keywords should be about junk removal, right? Some geo-ad groups: junk removal Virginia Beach, junk removal near me, junk removal service, junk pickup, junk removers, get rid of old furniture. All right, that's a little bit broader, but we pre-qualify that in the ad copy. Couch removal, same thing, pre-qualify in the ad copy. Appliance removal service, junk removal Chesapeake, Virginia. So these are all higher intent stuff. Okay, that's what I mean by when I'm talking about keyword intent. You have to be able to go after the stuff that is the most relevant with Google. So Google's very simple, right? These campaigns, guys, they're easy to build. Anyone can build these. The real magic is what happens after somebody clicks. That's what you really should be focusing on. Just get your affairs in order with building these campaigns, and then you'll have clean traffic, and then half the battle's over. Because then it just becomes, all right, why isn't this turning into calls? Why isn't it turning into contact forms? And you can start reverse engineering your landing pages and building them better so they're turning this traffic into leads at a better, more higher rate. So part of that battle, though, is making sure your keyword intent is right. Local junk removal. So another example of a bad keyword for this would be junkyard near me. And believe me, we've seen it. In these campaigns, we've seen junkyard type keywords, and that is really bad. It's going to waste a lot of money, and it's going to be a problem. So that's part one, is the keyword intent. Part two is the match types. So as you'll see in here, we're only running phrase and exact match. A lot of times, people are in here running broad match keywords. Now, again, if you don't know the difference of all the match types, go to the ClickSgeek channel, search keyword match types, and there's a playlist with 50 videos in it where I go through each match type, how we use it, our experience using it, how it works, and I'll walk you through. I'll hold your hand and walk you through that. But for now, you need to understand, if you're just starting out in Google Ads, you should not be using broad match keywords. You're going to get crushed because broad match is going to bring in a ton of irrelevant stuff like I just talked about. Broad match is going to bring in low intent. It's a gateway. That's the best way to look at it. So let's say if I had junk removal exact match here, which you can see brought 7 leads in. If that was broad match, that could bring in all the junkyard stuff. It could bring in all the city trash stuff. It could bring in someone looking for the garbage schedule for their neighborhood to take the trash out. That's the kind of stuff broad match will take in. So my biggest takeaway from reason number 2, which is keyword/match types, is to tighten these things up. Make sure you're only going after high intent style keywords. If you're unsure of the intent, don't even bid on it. Don't even add it to your campaign. That's the best advice I can give you. And when it comes to match types, always start out of the gate with phrase and exact match. And you can always tweak and move from there. All right, let's go into reason number 3. Guys, I can't stress this enough. Reason number 3 is probably one of the biggest mistakes that people make in Google Ads, and that is no negative keywords. So watch how we do this. So negative keywords, right? This is what is probably the biggest mistake, and everyone makes it at a beginner level who's new to Google Ads. They just don't understand it. So essentially what negative keywords are, and again, if you need a deep understanding of what negative keywords are, go to our channel, search negative keywords. There's a playlist with 50, 60 videos on that as well, and you'll learn everything you can possibly know about it. But high-level overview, 40,000-foot view, negative keywords, they're just keywords that you're dropping into your Google Ads campaigns that you're telling Google, if this keyword is typed into any search, I do not want my ads to be shown for it. So let's go into a few examples. So if we go into our junk removal clients campaign again, go under keywords, negative keywords. You'll see here, these are all negative keywords. So there's different match types just like there is for regular keywords, exact, phrase, and broad match. Again, if you want to learn more about that, go to our channel and search that, and I'll walk you through those. But for the most part, we're telling people like 1, 2, 3 and phrase match. So essentially what that's saying is anytime that the word 123 is typed into a phrase in Google, like someone could search junk removal 123, our ads will not show for that. Now, if someone just types in 123 junk exactly, then our ad won't show. If someone types in 123 junk removal, our ad will show. So exact is exactly what it means. We're only negativing out this exact keyword as it's typed. Phrase makes it a little bit broader, so it can knock out more things. And then broad match, which I usually do broad match for my negative keywords, is what like this. This is broad match. There's just nothing. So that you're essentially telling Google, anytime the word advantage is typed into Google, I don't want my ads to trigger for it, ever. Same with advertising, advisor, alarm. So these are all, you're going to basically curate a giant list of negative keywords that's going to hyper-focus your actual campaign keywords and make them more relevant, which will increase conversion rates and keep your cost per lead low. So negative keywords are a huge piece of this puzzle, and people overlook them and just dismiss them, and they'll be like, oh, well, my campaign's all exact match keywords, so I don't need these. You need these. You have to run these. You're going to get beat up. You're going to lose the competition if you don't have negative keywords. I guarantee it. So reason number 3, no negative keywords. Let's just do a recap. Reason number 1, no conversion tracking set up. Or not set up correctly. Reason number 2, keywords. Wrong intent, wrong match types. Reason number 3, no negative keywords or you're not using them correctly. So again, if you need to learn about any of these 3 topics, just go to our channel and type in. We have playlists on all of this stuff with dozens and dozens of videos where I walk you through and show you how to do all this stuff. Alright guys, that's all I got for you today. There should be a video going after this on the recommended page. It's going to go into more keyword stuff, so if you want to stick around and check that out, that should be showing up in a minute.